I welcome you all for this forensic chemistry video session. In this video, we are going to discuss about the physical evidences of forensic chemistry. I am Dr. M. Mahmuda, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Triple College for Women. Then, content of this video: learning outcomes, introduction, methods of search, classification of physical evidences, general nature of the evidence, types of materials, the physical state of the evidence, the type of crime, and safety measures. Then, summary. Learning outcomes. After studying this video, you shall be able to know about the search methods conducted in crime scene investigations. Then, classification of physical evidences. Second one, introduction. In scientific investigation, physical evidences play an important role in linking the suspect and victim with each other or with the scene of crime. Evidences are recognized, collected from a crime scene and sent to the laboratory for scientific analysis. According to the requirements of the investigator officer, the physical evidences play a significant role in the investigation of crime. According to section 157 of the Indian Criminal Penal Code, the crime scene being the richest source of the various types of evidences must be searched thoroughly. In this video, various aspects of physical evidence have been discussed to classify on the basis of several different perspectives. It's the investigator's duty to find this trace evidence and reconstruct the events of the crime. Under Indian Penal Code section, evidence comes under section 3. It is divided into two parts. First one, oral evidence. Second one, documentary evidence. Oral evidence comes under section 59 and 60. Document evidence comes under section 61 to 90A. A document evidence again divided into two: primary evidence, secondary evidence, then public document, private documents. Primary evidence section 62, secondary evidence comes under section 63. Public document comes under section 74, private document comes under section 75. Public documents, private documents, secondary evidences and primary evidences have been already discussed in the previous video. Oral evidences again separated into two parts. First one, rule, only direct evidence. Second one, exception, hearsay evidence. These all are the different types of physical evidences. The method to conduct the search. One can be selected depending upon the conditions existing in terms of size of the crime scene, any obstacles, scope of search, and the number of people involved to conduct the search. Strip method, grid method, spiral method, quadrant method. After recovery of physical evidences, either from the crime scene or victim or suspect, needs to be analyzed scientifically in the lab to establish a common origin of samples. In other cases, where matching is achieved after comparison, the conclusions depend on the type of evidence involved. Fingerprints are uniquely individualizing only if sufficient details are available. Normally, evidences like bullet and cartridges cases can be connected to a particular firearm if recovered from the scene of crime. Physical matches also establish a common origin with various types of evidences. Tracks and imprints can often be attributed to the objects which made them. Four types of segments exist. First one, spiral search method. Search starts at an outer point and gradually moves towards the center. Second one, grid method. Crime scene divided into a grid and each grid segment is searched. Third one, strip or line search method. Crime scene divided into strips and each strip is searched. Fourth one, quadrant or zone search. Crime scene divided into quadrants and each quadrant is searched. These all are the types of segments to analyze the crime scene. General nature of the evidence. The following schemes to classify the physical evidences have been proposed by the scientists, which are comparatively more realistic than others. Type of material. the physical state of the evidence, the type of crime, types of questions to be resolved according to the way the evidence was produced and according to the appropriate laboratory approach. Then search for evidence. How do we search the evidences from the crime scene? Evidence must also be collected from the body by the medical examiner. Suppose if victim died, each and every part should be analyzed. Evidence needed includes victim's clothing, fingernail scrapings, head and public hairs, pubic hairs, blood, vaginal, anal and oral swabs. If it is sex crimes, it should give more importance to these methods. Then recovered bullets from the body, hand swabs from the shooting victims. These all are the uh, searches methods for this collecting evidences. Then common type of physical evidences, biological, natural evidence, blood, semen, saliva, DNA, organs, body parts, other physiological fluids, hair, natural fibers, soil and minerals, wood and other vegetative matters are biological evidences. Then impressions, fingerprints, tool marks, bite marks, tire marks, shoe prints, depressions in soft soils, all forms of tracks, gloves, and other fabric impressions are the evidences for impressions. Then manufactured evidences, man-made fibers, explosives, firearms, ammunition, glass, documents, paint, petroleum products, plastic bags, plastic, rubber, and other polymer products, powder residues, vehicle and parts, serial numbers, chemical evidences, drugs, and man-made poisons. These all things may be used by the victim or criminals. So these all comes under the physical evidences. Then drug screening. In drug screening, hit and run evidence, latent fingerprint evidence, firearms evidence, gunshot residues, serial number restoration, breath alcohol testing, gel, etc. Then biological evidence should be analyzed. For example, biological evidences, blood, semen, saliva, bone, hair, and skin should be analyzed thoroughly and identify the victims or criminal possessions. Then drug evidences may be found in the following situations. Possession of controlled substances such as cocaine and heroin. Manufacture of controlled substances such as methamphetamine, cultivation of plants such as marijuana and opium poppy, possession of drug paraphernalia such as pipes and syringes. Then crime scene safety is very important for both scientists as well as criminals. The increasing spread of AIDS and hepatitis B has sensitized the law enforcement community to the potential health hazards that can exist at the crime scenes. A relatively small chance of police officers getting AIDS or hepatitis due to this crime activity during their investigations. Crime scene safety guidelines exist to protect investigators at crime scenes. Must wear latex gloves and shoe covers. Must wear masks when potentially infectious dust or mist is at the crime scene. Must be alert to sharp objects. Must maintain red biohazard bag for disposal of contaminated materials. Must take notes without gloves. Must not eat, smoke, or drink at the time of crime investigation. Must laundry any clothing that may be contaminated. Then summary. Different methods are available to conduct a thorough and methodical search to recognize, mark, and collect the relevant physical evidences at the crime scene. At a particular time, a forensic science has proved to be a powerful and effective tool in the investigation and the prosecution of criminal cases if utilized properly at the crime scene. According to the general nature of items, the physical evidence can be classified as physical, chemical, or biological. Evidences in these categories includes tool marks in the form of indentations formed by tools, premier marks, breech face marks, pry marks, imprints like track marks formed by tire, gate pattern, fingerprints, footprint, and bite print marks. Individualization is attempted based on the individual characteristics of the physical evidence like fingerprints, broken glass, tool marks, paint chip, and marking on bullet, etc.